What is up, everybody? How is it going? Austin Prechtelevate Performance, coming at you live. Happy Wednesday. Almost didn't get my live in today. I was picking my parents up from the airport, which was cool. Super happy that they're in town. We are leaving for Vegas tomorrow, so it's going to be a good time. Good time. Welcome to any suggestions that you guys might have, but hope you're having a good day so far. Hope you're having a good day so far. I'm going to be working while I'm there, but going to be working hard so I can play hard. It's going to be fun. So, guys, today I'm going to keep this short. I'm going to keep this brief. I always say that, but I'm going to really try it to keep it brief this time, and that way I can leave some time for questions on TikTok. If you guys are following me over there, feel free. But before we get started, feel free to give this video a like. Feel free to say hi, drop a comment. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're watching. And if you're watching this later time on Facebook, hashtag replay so I know that you saw it. But let's jump into this. So, motivation, right? We're going to kind of talk about like the dark side and the good side, the good and the bad when it comes to motivation. Because honestly, motivation in a lot of ways, it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. Motivation's not it's your friend at first, but then it leaves quickly sometimes. And so we're going to talk about that. So anytime hey, what's up? How's it going? How's it going? So anytime, right? Anytime you start a fitness journey, or you start something big, or you start something new, right? You start a new class, or you go to school for something, or you start a new job, or you start a fitness journey or weight loss journey, whatever it may be. You're really excited at the start, right? Like you feeling like I'm doing this thing. I feel like a badass. Like I'm excited. I'm ready to conquer this goal of mine. I'm ready to make headway towards. I'm ready to be successful at it, right? I'm motivated. I'm inspired. I'm excited. And like everybody, at some point in time with your goals, right? We've all been there before. We're feeling that excitement. We're blah, 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 blah. We're like, like I'm ready. Every time something happens in life where you wake up one day and maybe you feel kind of off, or maybe you get sick, or maybe you got, you had a bad day at work, or your kid was, being a jerk, or whatever it may have been. Something happened. And all of a sudden you don't feel motivated anymore. You don't feel inspired anymore. You're like, shit, like, I don't feel like doing this right now. And then you start to slip. You might start to quit. You might start to do things that aren't in alignment with your goals, or what you want to succeed at, or what you want to actually accomplish, right? And there's the dark side of motivation, right? It's like you're feeling great, but just as quickly as that motivation came and rose and got you into that like really positive headspace where you're feeling like you're ready to conquer the world, it leaves. It's like the motivation pulls the rug out from underneath you, and you're like, I don't feel like doing this now. And now you're left with a decision. What do I do? Right? And most of the time, people quit, or they don't hold themselves to a level of accountability with their goals as they normally would. And then they end up regressing, or they quit, or they fail, and then they don't reach their goals. It's a cycle of that happening. And oftentimes that happens a lot to people. I see a comment here. Motivation doesn't have me up tomorrow at 4 a.m. for my workout. Ooh, discipline does. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what we're going to get into in just a second, because like motivation, right? There's a positive side to it, right? Where you get engaged, you get super excited, and you get engaged to this idea of accomplishing this goal, right? Whether it's weight loss, or getting strong, or pursuing this new job, or this new class so you can start the new career. But then the honeymoon phase ends, right? The honeymoon phase ends, or or compared to like a relationship, right? You start to settle, you start getting settled into this relationship. Like in real life, you start to get settled in this relationship with your goals. You start to get settled into it. Things don't feel as fresh or as vibrant as they once did, maybe at the very, very beginning, and that's super common. So motivation's awesome, right? At the beginning, because it gets you inspired, it gets you motivated, it gets you kick-started on this journey. But what keeps you on that fucking journey at the end of the day? What keeps you going on that journey? It's not motivation, because that shit, like I just talked about, leaves. I like to compare it like compare motivation like it's like the tide, right? It ebbs and flows, right? It comes in strong and it's there for a bit, but then it can be fleeting and it can leave. But then it comes back sometimes, and then it's fleeting and it leaves. And a lot of people's issue, and a lot of people, the reason why they fail so damn hard, right? The reason why you guys fail or quit or whatever it may be is because you were relying on chasing that feeling motivation. You're relying on that high on life feeling of like starting something new, and like hopping on that and feeling motivated, like I'm gonna do this thing, and it leaves, and then you're like, maybe I'm not gonna do this thing, right? We've all been there with certain things, but if it's something that you actually truly care about and you're passionate about and you want for yourself, you don't need motivation, right? Because that's and I will say motivation starts and sparks a lot of journeys, right? But it does not carry people through the entirety of it. It does not finish a journey. It sparks it, which is great, but if you're focusing on only that and you're relying on motivation, you're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna have a bad time probably in your journey. Okay, and like with any everything, there are seasons to this, right? I'm not saying just because motivation left you, it's not going to come back because it will come back. There will be periods of time. There's seasons to this. There's a cycle of things when it comes to motivation, but it is not forever, right? It's not reliable, right? And what we want for a sustainable journey with our weight loss or our fitness goals or working towards whatever it may be that you're trying to be successful at, there needs to be a level of sustainability to it and consistency with it. Motivation isn't either of those things. It's not sustainable. It's not consistent. So therefore, it probably should not be the backbone of your journey, right? And what you're relying on. And so this is where discipline comes in, right? So we just talked about why motivation is great. It gets you started, gets you kick started, but it sucks because it's not there for you. It's not there when you need a shoulder to cry on kind of thing, right? It's not. It's very unreliable. And so discipline, right? Discipline, habits, skill sets, routines, those things that are formed that you can form or start to begin to form when you're feeling motivated, when you're feeling excited and inspired. That is what I'm talking about when I'm saying it kickstarts it. If you can use that motivation at the start and really start to get some momentum, you build that momentum and you build that momentum into habits, you build that momentum into these skill sets, into these routines, those create discipline. And if you have discipline, you can do anything, right? If you can be disciplined in something, you've already won. It's literally just a matter of time of being consistent with that discipline at which you will reach your goals. And I see some supportive I see some hands here. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, and exactly. It's exactly like you said. So discipline, that's where that comes in. You don't need discipline. You don't need motivation. I see people fucking comment on Facebook all the damn time, right? Oh my gosh. Like, and it's okay to be motivated by something or to think something's motivational or to be inspired by something. That's awesome. That's like I said, how people kickstart their freaking journeys most of the time. But you cannot rely on it, right? I see people. I'll be on calls with people. I'll be on like I'll see. I'm not. I don't do calls anymore. I'll have applications come in. But I used to be on calls with people all the time, or I'd have applications come in, and I'll read it and I'll say, I'm just not motivated, or I just don't see. I need motivation. I need it. You don't fucking need it at all. That's the opposite of what you need. You need a lack of motivation to put you into a place of utilizing the discipline that you formed. And so we need to shift our mindset and our perspective of looking and seeking for motivation because we think, oh, I'm not motivated for this thing or I'm not inspired by this thing right now. That means it's not working or that means it's not for me. No, 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 no. That's not how this shit works. You need to be disciplined in something. You need to do it. You need to put in the time. You need to be consistent with this shit because the discipline is going to get you to your goals. The motivation just kickstarts it, right? It's just like the honeymoon phase or the where you're feeling high on life on things, but it takes that discipline, that true grit, that like level of tenacity and consistency that's actually going to get you to reach your goals. Like you will not feel motivated all the time. I don't feel motivated half the time I'm doing shit. I just don't like but I love it and I care about it and I know that I have to show up if I want to see the results that I want to see. So stop seeking motivation because it's not the answer to your problem. That's not what you're missing out on. You're not missing out on that. You're missing out on or you're missing out on the discipline because you didn't form it or you're looking for motivation but you can't see that the answer is in front of you the whole time. It's just that you have to keep showing up. So yeah, and at the end of the day, just to be honest, if you are somebody who constantly seeks motivation, you have to shift your perspective. You have to shift your mindset because you will never make it. You will never make it if you are constantly seeking and chasing motivation because you will not be consistent enough or long enough or for long enough because at the end of because you're not doing something that's sustainable long term or something that's reliable long term because motivation is not. It's like the tide. It will come, it will go as it fucking pleases. You don't have control over that. But what you do have control over of is discipline, forming it, building your skill sets up, forming routines for yourself, and just showing up consistently, guys. Like that's all there is to it. And that's all I got for you guys today. So yeah, motivation sucks. It's great at first and it's nice and it sparks a lot of like journeys and it sparks a lot of like new endeavors, but the lack thereof, which is very frequently and fleeting and happens very often, crushes a lot of journeys because you're looking for the wrong. You think it's the answer, but it's not. You're looking for the answer in the wrong places. You've got the answer inside of you, right? And I hope that now that I've mentioned this, you recognize, oh shit, that's right. He called me out. Like that's exactly what I do every fucking time. What do I do, right? Start forming start by forming these habits, right? These rituals, these routines, these like structure it in your life to where it's like a non-negotiable. And if you show up for yourself every fucking day, right? Even if it's just like a little bit better each day, if you show up and keep showing up, you're gonna make progress. You're gonna make headway. Basically for me, working out at this point, it's like brushing my teeth, right? Because I do it so much and I've done it even when I don't fucking feel good, right? And I'll be honest, right? When I'm feeling like really fucking depressed and things like that, I don't want to fucking brush my teeth. Do I still do it? Fuck yes, I do, because I don't want to get fucking cavities. Same thing with the gym. If I'm feeling like shit, unless I'm sick, right? You don't go to the gym then. But if I feel like shit, guess what? Doesn't matter. I'm still going to the fucking gym because I don't want cavities to start to form in my fitness goals or in my life, right? Same thing with my morning routine. I do that shit every single fucking day I can, right? I do that shit because I don't want cavities to start to form in my fucking life, right? Motivation, if you're relying on that shit, it's going to pull the rug out from underneath you and you're going to have cavities, right? In this weird fucking teeth analogy, toothbrush analogy. But yeah, cool. I hope that was helpful. Hope that was valuable. Let me know your number one takeaway in the comments down below. Feel free to give this video a like. Helps other people see it with the algorithm. Appreciate it. Facebook, I'm going to tune off here. Peace, love, protein. Talk to you guys later. Bye.